I think my freshman year of, actually, might have been my sophomore year of high school. She was trying to get me to take pictures. Looking for the home decor yarn at our Meyer. Nowhere else has it. Like, it's out of stock on Amazon. I can't get it here soon enough. I ordered, like, the t-shirt yarn is saying that, like, the last one that I ordered is bright green, and it's like, do you still want it? It'll be here Thursday. And I was like, it was supposed to be here Monday, and then it was supposed to be here Tuesday, and then it was supposed to be here today, and now they're saying it'll be there Thursday, and I'm like, no, it won't. about Saint Michel, which is the castle that's like in the middle of the waterway, which is it's really fucking cool actually. And like all things with tourism, we almost fucked it up. Just like Venice. And just like Venice, they installed water pumps to help with the problem. And then there's also some about like, there's one that's about King Henry and all of his wives, and like talking about like the little subtleties that are all around the castle, like there's like white roses and things like that. And then like little pieces of like when he married Anne Boleyn, like they would go through and like they would pull out all of the stuff. And then like of course when she was gone, they did the same thing for his next wife, etc. But it like talked about like how, you know, like as much as we know about the story, like it, you know, based on the things that he did, you would assume that he did love her and like that he did care for her and like was proud of her and all these other things. And like it just talks about little subtleties and stuff like that. And then a lot of them, they'll talk about like the kitchens, and they'll go in and talk about how like what kind of food was prepared and how long it took and things like that. It's really neat. And one of them was like, I can't remember which one it was. It was a small castle, but it was all of the Jews that lived in that part of, I think, England. I'm pretty sure it was England. But all of the Jews, there were like 40 of them, had barricaded themselves in, and they were completely slaughtered by the end of it. Like there was no one left. It was a complete massacre, and it was nuts. But they like tell you little bits of history that go with them. It's Netflix, but Prime does have a lot of historic castle shows. Cool. See? You know what you're doing tomorrow while you work. That's what I like to do. I like to put them on and just like listen. Those and like the art history ones are like The Secrets of King Tut's Tomb. That's another hair fact. So I'm gonna give away all my hair facts today. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with Egyptology and Greek mythology and religious studies and stuff like that. And I still really enjoy watching all of those things. But I learned a significant amount about King Tut specifically because of the religious background that was behind it. So it was like two things that played together. But Tut's father, so King Tut, his full name is Tutankhamun, right? So that was changed. He was born with the name Tutankhamun, and it was in the time of Thutmose III, who changed his name to Akhenaten and changed the religion of Egypt, moved the capital, changed the art style. So like whenever you see like the really weird alien like Egyptian artwork, that's when it's from. It's from King Tut's father. And his mother is Queen Nefertiti, who is supposed to be the most beautiful woman in the world for years, like thousands of years. But he was born Tutankhamun, which was a celebration of a different god. It was a soul god instead of worshiping several gods, and he changed his name to Tutankhamun, which is, you know, like Amun-Ra and things like that, like to worship the old gods again. And then they went through and had a lot of his father's artwork destroyed and moved the capital back. But it was a massive change in all of Egypt where they had switched to worshiping a single god instead. And they also think that his father was riddled with like weird body images. They think that a lot of the images that they have are actually accurate to what their bodies look like, and that it was because of incest. Tut had several brothers and sisters who did not make it past infancy and died very, very, very early. Did you watch Mummies Alive? I don't think so. You too? It's just neat. It's really cool. But that was always, it was always one of my favorite periods in ancient Egyptian history. Outside of all the ones where the queens were pharaohs. So they still had to wear beards. Like, they still maintained all of the normal regalia, even though they were women. I And like there are certain people, like certain scholars that think that it wasn't just a matter of them continuing to wear their regalia, but that they acted like men and that they hid the fact that they were women from their people. But if I remember correctly, that's never been proven. But whenever I forget his name, but he's the guy that's been doing Egyptology for like fucking 50 years. You'd know him if you saw him. Like he's older. He always wears like a hat. He always looks nice, even though it's hot as balls and he's digging in sand. I can never ever remember his name, but he's like in all of the older ones. Whenever I see him, I'm like, okay, this shit's good. And not just like some random archaeology student who happened to make a documentary. Like, I'm like, I can trust this.